Pepe coin holders, I've got an update for you. We're going to be talking about where Pepe could be headed here. Welcome back to Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel right now. Let's hop in this video. All right, guys, so we are starting off here at Pepe on the daily time frame, and we are at exactly where I predicted, unfortunately. For the Pepe coin bulls, not too happy right now. We broke below very, very key support here on this overall bullish trend line, and I said keep your eyes wide open for 5064381, and we have tapped that price level. Now, the real question is, do we break down below this? If we do break down below this, next target should probably be about 5039553, and that is not a small sell-off. If you were to measure from there to that drawdown here, we're talking about another 40% drawdown from here, you know. A lot of people can get confused, especially in the meme coin space, because to be quite frank, a lot of newer crypto investors come to the meme coins first before they realize where true value is for long term and realize that meme coins are usually for quick trading to get in and get out and build your position to buy more Bitcoin or to buy a nice watch or buy a house, something like that. But holding meme coins long term is very, very risky, guys. And a lot of people get confused that they say, oh, well, Blacksea, like, it already sold off. It already sold off from the top to where we're at right now, 76%. Like, it can only go down 14 more percent, right? Right? No, it can go much further down. Say if you had $100 here and now it's only worth $24, well, your $24 can come down much more, guys. Much more. It can come down. If you were to measure to this potential move, that's another 40% drawdown from here. So you got to realize, guys, just because something's down 90% doesn't mean it can't draw down another 50%. And that last 90 to 99% drawdown is very significant, my friends. But right now, this is exactly what I've been doing. I'm going to be transparent with you guys. Since we broke below this level here on this bullish trend line, I've been hedging short. I'm short. I probably should close out some of my hedges around here where we're at touching. Yes, we can break down. I think a lot of it has to do with where the traditional market's going to be taking us, where Bitcoin's going to be taking us. But as of right now, I am prepared to be. I've taken some profit on my shorts, but I would not be surprised to see this break down or get a little bit of relief here, especially because we have the crypto summit on March 7th. So maybe we see a little bit of relief. Maybe there's some big news, or hopefully it's not a sell the news event. But so right now I am kind of sitting on my hands a little bit here. I've taken profit. I still have my position open on some of my hedges, but we could be in for a bigger move. If we break below this level at 5064381, I would say, hey, look out below for first testing 50590, and then next a further level would be the 5040644. I think that I don't see it's coming much further down. I mean, if we really erased all the gains and come down to, say, 5011, then I would say, yeah, guys, we're probably in a bear market. So pay attention to where this is going here. But regardless, I do expect more volatility. If you guys do want to make some money with that volatility, check out in the description box below or the pinned comment down below. We have a $5,000 sign bonus to Blowfin, as well as there's a $5.6 million trading competition going on right now. The more volume we do together as a team, the more rewards we get, up to $5.6 million. Pretty crazy. But I do recommend, not financial advice, but there is money to be made, quick scalping with very tight stop losses, guys. I will say that leverage trading is not for beginners, but it is an amazing tool when you know how to use it, especially when you learn how to hedge against your spot positions. If you want to be holding the spot positions, if you think it's just a dip, it can lower your cost basis, your average. So looking at Pepe here at rank 36, down 10.31% in the past 7 days, down 6% in the past 24 hours. See a pretty big drawdown here. Like I said, sitting at $2.82 billion market cap. All-time high this cycle so far was a $12 billion market cap, guys. So big. We sold off a lot. Meme coins are in the gutter right now. I do want to also take a look here. You look at Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance looks a little bullish to me. It does. We saw a little bit of a wick down here, but it's like kind of forming a little bit of a weird W here. I would like to see this close up a little bit higher to see that move to the upside. But guys, listen, I'm going to keep saying this until this formation gets broken. above 60% Bitcoin dominance, I am long Bitcoin, okay? Below 60% Bitcoin dominance, that's where your altcoin season is. That's where you start to see alts outperform Bitcoin. So trading around in this level here, guys, we're just waiting for that market to digest all this crazy news, because one day there's so much news happening right now. The macroeconomics of the world are in a weird spot. There's a global trade war happening one day, then the next day it's getting halted, then the next day it's in full force. The tariffs are here, now they're gone, now they're here, now they're gone. Very, very shaky, uncertain times. And you can see it playing out here. We'll take a look at the overall market, the traditional market, because that's kind of where we need to be looking to get our idea and thesis of where altcoins and where Pepe is going to be headed. You look at Bitcoin right now on the weekly time frame, it's bearish. This is a local top. The local top is in. Now, we really have to see if this is the macro cycle top. I think that as of right now, we can say, yes, this is a local top. But I think we'll really know I would say by Q2 and maybe even the end of Q2 if this was the top or not. And I think we'll probably see that a lot more clearly in the stock market. And we're going to get to that very shortly. So also I want to say, looking at the total crypto market cap being below the 2021 high, this is not what people expected. People did not expect this. I mean, last time that happened, we broke below the previous cycle high. So when we broke our high back in 2018 was 789 billion, okay, for the total crypto market cap, which was also the bear market low, like the bottom of the 2021 bear market, okay? After that cycle, the bear market, the bottom was testing the previous high. And now we're below the previous cycle high's market cap. Are we already in a bear market? I think that based on the time frame of the 4-year cycles, we have more time. But we did go straight up for 3 years when it came to Bitcoin. But a lot of people didn't. This scenario, this environment is different than it was in 2021. There's a lot less free money roaming around. So maybe the top is in. But I am not going to say that until the fat lady sings, until we are clear past the 240 days, basically in October of 2025. If we're not above like $3 trillion by October of 2025, I'll say, yeah, guys, I think that we need to pack it up for a little bit. Maybe probably be a good time to start buying even a little bit by that time if we haven't made a move back over $3 trillion. But all in all here, guys, the overall traditional market is what is bringing us down here. The tariffs, the uncertainty. Right now, we're looking at the S&P 500 here, and look at this. I mean, we've sold off. Like, it is, you're conditioned as a crypto trader when you see a 50% drawdown. You're like, that's okay, or like a 10% drawdown. You're like, whatever. That happens every hour. That's nothing. But when you look at the traditional market, a 7% drawdown over the past few days is nothing to scoff at. That is, people are losing their minds, okay? The traditional market, bros, the people that trade stocks and equities and that's it, they are losing their minds right now. This is people's retirement accounts, okay? And we are testing some pretty intense levels, I must say. And now the question is, do we bounce out of this? Or do we set up into something much more like back here, where we went to a bear market when the Federal Reserve started to raise the interest rates, and it was very, very hawkish. It was tough on the equity space. It was tough. And this is when, guys, this was 2021, okay? November, December 2021, when we started those rate hikes. Guys, guess what was then too? The previous cycle high in 2021 when we broke $69,000, okay? We went to a bear market. I know it may not seem like much when you look at this, but if you look at it on logarithmic, it's a big drawdown. Like if we come further down, if we come down to say something crazy like 5,100, I would say, yeah, guys, we're probably in a bear market for the equity market. We're probably going to a recession and probably going to be bringing meme coins down with it. Guys, when you see the traditional market selling off like this, people are looking for safety. There is a flight for safety. People are selling their risk-on assets for safety. But we could be bottoming out. If we're bottoming out, then there's probably a good chance that we see a bigger rally play out here, and we probably see Bitcoin reciprocate that as well. But guys, I do think a lot of this all this uncertainty is because of the global trade war. We're waiting for the Federal Reserve to pivot towards quantitative easing. The macro economy is in a tough spot right now, so we have to be patient here. If you are long on meme coins, literally the most riskiest asset by far, you want to be paying attention to Bitcoin. Is Bitcoin going to start to make a move back to the upside? And when? In my opinion, I think there's a local top going on here. I think it will probably take at least a couple weeks for this move to play out. And then the S&P 500. You need to see this start to bounce if you want risk-on assets to move up in the short term, okay? Be patient, guys. Really, we have to be paying attention to the overarching catalysts. Like I always joke about that Bitcoin is the tide that raises all the boats. Well, the S&P 500 is, I don't know what, the moon making the tides, something like that, I'll say. But guys, you got to be patient. You got to be paying attention to this because this is going to be what controls the not the long term, but I'll say the medium term price action of meme coins and Pepe. I do want to say, guys, thank you so much for getting me to 8,000 followers on Twitter. I've been very, very active over there. Go follow me, 333blackc, if you want more of my content. And if there's a breaking news story, I'll post it on there because it's a lot easier to do that than make a video. And if it's something small, like an article like we saw today, a potential SWE ETF in Delaware, it's unconfirmed, but maybe it happens. We saw some news about it come out. I posted that over here. But guys, I do want to say, I hope that I can give everyone who follows me some sort of alpha or to help become successful. That's my goal, guys. I want you to become more, I want you to learn more about crypto and learn how I was successful trading crypto and how I became a successful investor. And I want you guys to learn from that as well. And now this isn't financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is entertainment only, but I like to say what I've done in my opinions. That's all I got, guys. But if you like this type of content, please follow me at 333blackc on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to the Crypto Report. And that's all I got. I'll see you next one. Bye-bye.